We need trans activists. Today is Transgender Day of Remembrance. Every year on the 20th of November, the trans community stops to remember all those we have lost to anti-trans violence. We need trans activists because it is still legal in the UK and in 39 of 50 US states to blame a trans person for their own murder under the gay panic defence. We need trans activists because in 2020, the people of the UK were asked to vote on whether trans people should have more easily accessible healthcare. And when that vote came back positive, it was overruled by the government due to too many trans people voting and skewing the result. We need trans activists because even in the Netherlands, a country at the forefront of LGBT rights, trans people are reportedly 40% more likely to face discrimination at work. We need trans activists because the arguments that trans people make changing rooms and bathrooms unsafe are the same arguments that were used against gay people within living memory. We need trans activists because over half of trans people report having to teach their own healthcare to the professionals they see. We need trans activists because the first gay pride parades, the Stonewall riots, were led by trans women of colour and gender non-conforming people such as Marsha P. Johnson and Stormé de Larverie, and yet their names are hardly ever mentioned. We need trans activists like Laverne Cox because cis actors and actresses in Hollywood can pick up paychecks and Oscars for how well they portray trans people, and yet trans actors are barely ever hired to even portray their own stories. We need trans activists because the drag culture that is so popular right now was begun and nurtured by trans people of colour in the ballroom scenes in the 60s, and yet their stories are erased despite there being shows like Pose and films like Paris is Burning readily available on the subject. We need trans activists because I had two best friends who were told that their waiting times to see a gender specialist on the NHS would be 2 years. Little to no help was provided in the interim, and now I only have one of those friends left. We need trans activists because this list of reasons would have to be 350 reasons long before it was as long as the list of names for Transgender Day of Remembrance 2020. We need more trans activists because the young people who read those lists of names deserve to know that change will come, but support is here now, and it surrounds them in a stronger way than the hate ever will. We need more people to say they are trans activists so we can build a better future and a safer community for trans people. I am a trans activist. Today we remember, tomorrow we carry on.